Alright, today we're going to do IQAir unboxing. This is a IQAir Health Pro Plus. And this one sold for $900 on the internet, delivered via FedEx, bought directly from the IQAir store. And we're gonna unbox it here. I'm tired of doing the stupid little Hepa filters that they normally have, so I'll show you what that looks like. There's a size comparison. It's a pretty big system compared to the little piece of junk I've been using. This thing, it's not terrible, but looks like the filter needs to be, well, the filter's fine. It's only been in there a couple of weeks. This was my original one I was using in the server room, and more to come on that, but I just wanted to unbox this today and kind of do a review on a $1,000 air purification system, so let's get to it. Okay, here's the packing. So it's a box within a box, which is okay, I guess. There's the first load of styrofoam. Sorry. We have a power cord. Oh, that is not the standard. What is this? That is interesting. Huh. Now we're gonna have to look into that, guys. So we have our neutral and hot, but we have no ground. I'll have to check on that one. Anyways, just throw that down there. Here is our certificate of performance. From what I've read, that IQAir is one of the only companies that does home air purification systems that provides a actual ppm and CFM report as to how the air quality is. So you can see that the CFM is 353, 300. That's not bad. That's moving some air. So we're gonna do a noise test here to see what it looks like and sounds like. Just throw that there on the box. Here's some parts. We got some little wheels. And it looks like these are what the wheels clip into, and these go onto the bottom of the unit. Sorry if I sound terrible. My allergies are going nuts today. And I'm going to throw all the trash on the trash servers. HP Proliance. Bad servers. Anyways. A giant booklet. User manual. The do's and don'ts. And then we have... Oh, that's not a user manual. That's like a... just residential air... It's like a selling manual. Or a seller's guide. That's the user manual. Health Pro Plus. Or Health Pro Series. Yeah, that's what I expected to see. Alright. So usually I don't use directions. I'm going to see if I need them or not. See how complex this machine is. I don't know what that is. We'll get there later. Here is the machine itself. Let's get it out. Alright. So here's the machine. Or the purification system, I should say. Comes nice wrapped in plastic, so let's go ahead and take that off. Okay, here's the unit right side up. Looks like we have a control system here that we can tell it what we want it to do. You have your basic handle here. And then I'm assuming that this is how you take the actual unit apart. And let's just go ahead and do that and see what the first stage is. Alright, got the top off pretty easy. Just pull the two things apart that's it. So the thing I really like about the IQAir filter so far is it's not reached down there and grab the filters out. What it is what you're seeing is the filter cassette. So like if I take this HEPA filter off, I'm assuming that's what it is, and I zoom in on the side of it here, you can see that it is actually pieces of this thing stacked up. And then we have the activated carbon filter. That was kind of a cool selling point for me. You can hear it rolling around in there. I think it was activated carbon and alumina or something like that. I'm not too sure. I think this is the HEPA filter. Yeah, that's the HEPA filter. That is a very, very big filter. So that's kind of neat. It's made out of styrofoam here, and then the actual HEPA fins are inside this. More videos to come too on the gas mask and personal safety systems. I have quite a few of those. And then we have it looks like this is the fan. Yeah, so this is the fan in here. Let's see if we tip it. Alright, let's think about this before we start just taking stuff apart. Oh, I see. I think I see what's going on. One sec. Figured it out. Didn't need the user manual. So basically you just pop the bottom up. These two are attached. There's a fan inside here. This bottom part just kind of slides out. This is the pre-filter that is designed to catch all the larger contaminants so it doesn't clog the carbon or the HEPA filter. So that's kind of neat. I like that. I'd imagine these have to get changed out pretty often. So if you're wondering, the air itself draws from the bottom right here. It goes in, up through the pre-filter, fan, activated carbon filter, and then the HEPA, and then it's exhaust out the top. So I'm not too sure what IQAir's theory behind that is, but they have engineers that do this kind of thing, so I'm assuming they know what they're doing. We'll check it here in a couple of weeks to see what it's been doing. Put this back on. Alright, got the pre-filter back installed on the bottom. Basically just slides in and out. So you just slide it in, tap it down, and it locks, so to speak. Then we have the carbon filter. And actually, interestingly enough, we do have an expiration date on it, looks like. Or is that just the lot number? No, that's the lot number. Quality control lot number. I was kind of excited because usually when they put an expiration date on a filter, it's a pretty big deal. But when you change these out, you don't get the plastic part to change out. This actually just falls out like that. And then this is what you would order a new one of. And you can see in there all the different you got carbon pellets and then purple things in there, which is the alumina, I believe. Anyway, looking forward to trying it out, seeing what it does. And then there's the top, and it does say top, so that does help. Let's throw this on. Okay. And then this is our HEPA filter. So the thing I do want to point out, let me get my other little filter here. I want to show everybody some things with these versus other brands that I've seen. So here we basically have the same things. This is a HEPA filter, this is a HEPA filter. This right here is supposed to be an activated charcoal or carbon mesh thing, and it's also acts as a pre-filter. But don't be fooled, because this is a very, 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 very big HEPA filter, but it will do no different than this. And the reason I'm saying that is a HEPA filter is called a HEPA filter because it's rated for 99.9% of particulates in the air. So this is rated to be a HEPA filter. This will remove 99.9% of what it intakes, in theory. Same with this. This is a HEPA filter. It is rated to remove 99.9% of whatever it intakes as far as particulates. They both do the exact same thing. So if you're buying an IQAir just to say, oh, I want a good HEPA filter, you could get away with a bigger one of these and be absolutely fine. The thing I bought the IQAir for is the carbon odor remover and the allergen, and hopefully that helps to remove the allergens as well. And it also, I was curious to see what kind of quality we're going to be getting out of an IQAir versus something like this. Obviously, as we can see already, the IQAir is definitely outperforming this just from the internal parts of it. And these little filters here, along with that fan I bought on Amazon for 30 bucks, doesn't come with an air-rated spec sheet, or a spec sheet like this one does, like the IQAir is. The IQAir tells you everything about it. It's been tested at the factory. I don't think they even test these things on the Amazon website. And if you're asking if you can buy the IQAir on Amazon, no, I didn't find any. Generally when I did, it would just route you back to their website, so it looks like it's strictly from the manufacturers where you can buy them. Anyways, so yeah, same thing, guys. Like I said, this pushes more CFM, so this will remove a larger amount of air, but these will do the same thing. So if you just want something simple and you don't have a big house or you have an apartment somewhere, honestly, a bigger one of these is probably not going to be terrible. That being said, though, if you have pets, or like I have birds, they're in the formal room, but if you have birds or anything, and stinky birds or stinky dogs or cats, that is where this thing is supposed to excel at, from what I've researched. So let's throw it back together. Click, click, click. And then here is the vent. This is what the air exhausts out of. I don't think there's any way it matters how you put it back on. Let's pop these fins out. So when you remove the, sorry for the crazy camera work, but when you remove the filters, these basically just slide out like that. Same with that side. Well, kind of a thing. But basically they push apart and you just slide in the cartridge one at a time. So let me do that real quick and I'll put it back together. And there it is, all put back together. So let's just do a quick recap. At the bottom we have a pre-filter, and it basically is gonna filter out dust or anything stuck in carpets or the air, anything that you can visually see. We have the fan on these two. We have the activated activated carbon to filter out odors and allergens, supposedly. And then we have the HEPA filter. So we're going to turn it on and see just how much air this thing pushes. And we're gonna see some loudness to it. So let's plug it in. Okay, got my outlet behind the fountain. Don't yell at me, it's not a fire hazard, I swear. Comes over here. Now remember how I said earlier there's no ground on the outlet? Well, that would be correct. As you can see in there, there is no ground lead, we just have neutral and the hot. So we're gonna plug it in. I'm gonna go up to the controller up here. Health Pro Plus, stand by. I guess it's still loading up here. The first time it's been plugged in, so maybe it has a computer in it, I don't know. Can hold it down. Come on, guys, I'm trying not to use the user manual, but this isn't making it very easy. Let me give it a couple minutes and see if it does something else. Alright guys, I got it. So when it says, when you plug it in, it'll tell you the serial number and the firmware. And it will say, and when it says stand by, that means that it's idle or not on. You just have to press the power button, it'll turn on. Anyways, it says its airflow is on. But I don't really hear or feel anything. So, I don't know. Do we have to unplug or take off something on the bottom? No, there's nothing to remove. Mainly hot air, just hot. All right, let's speed 2. Let's do speed 3. And let's do speed 4. Oh yeah, you can definitely feel speed 4 for sure. Oh, we got speed 5. Turning on the jet engine here, guys. And we got speed 6. Oh yeah, you can feel that. Whew. Man. Is that what clean air is supposed to smell like? It smells like styrofoam. Anyway. Alright, so there's just 6 modes on here. The first one's interesting because it's so low you can't even hear it run. I literally... Yeah, so it's on right now, but there's a little bit of a fan noise. Other than that, you cannot hear it. So that's pretty neat. That'd be awesome to have in like a bedroom or something. 2, 3, 4 obviously are just faster modes. Here. Oh, it tells you the airflow too. So there's probably a little airspeed indicator in there somewhere. Uh-oh. I think it also has a tilt function, so if it falls over, it shuts off. Let's try it out. Oh, whoops, something made it fall over. Let's see what happens. Yep. Alright, so there you go. If it falls over, it'll turn off. But when it turns back, when it recovers back on its bottom, then it will resume to whatever mode it was on. That's pretty cool. So all in all, this is day 1 with it, obviously. Wait, what's going on here? Guess it's rebooting. I don't know what it's doing. Let's see give it a couple minutes. But all in all, like I said, this is probably a part 1 video for this. We're gonna see what it does in the future. I do have some pretty bad allergies out here in Texas, so we're gonna see what happens with it. But I'm gonna put the wheels on it here shortly, and we'll test her out, see what it does, and find a good place in the house for it. Like we saw, it does come with wheels, so you can wheel it around the house. It comes with a really long power cord also. That's probably a good maybe 6, 7, 8 feet. Yeah. So it's not bad. All in all, it seems like a pretty good system. We're just gonna give it some time and see what it does. See y'all later.